Welcome to No Silly Questions, a show where I, Mike Gerhold, try to answer your Salesforce question no matter how silly you think it is. And this week, we have a great question from Samantha about the IdeaExchange. So Samantha, what's your question?
What is the ratio of resources devoted to building requested functionality from the IdeaExchange to those devoted to building new functionality not requested by users?
Ooh, that's a great question, Samantha. You know, I just had Scott Allen on the podcast talking about the IdeaExchange, and I bet Scott knows how to answer your questions. Let me throw it over to Scott.
Hi, Samantha. Thanks for the question. The IdeaExchange is all about bringing balance to our product roadmaps. As you've pointed out, sometimes our teams are focused on new innovative features, and then other times they're working on ideas from the IdeaExchange that relate to existing features that you'd like to see better rounded out. Now, I don't have a magic number that we give teams to say your roadmap or the time spent should be, in one category or the next. However, the IdeaExchange is one of our key places that we look for signals when we may be over-rotating on focusing too much on innovative stuff and not completing features that you really want us to finish out. So what we are trying to do is introduce these signals into the discussions that our product teams are having to make sure that we're raising the question constantly and striking that right balance. Now, one of the things we know we can do better is communicate back to you when we are or are not working on something. So that is part of what this new chapter of the IdeaExchange is designed to do. Make it easier for our teams to communicate so you know when they're working on your ideas, and also to let you know when they may be working on a new innovative feature and not as prone to working on some of the ideas that you'd like, so that you can plan accordingly. We hope you like the new IdeaExchange experience, and please continue to send us feedback, either there or on the Trailblazer community. We really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks for that great explanation, Scott. You know, if you have a question that you would love for my evangelist team to answer, maybe a question about demos for Leanne, or a question about Flow for Jennifer, maybe a question about the podcast for myself, or a question that Jay could answer, hit me up on Twitter. I am at Mike Gerhold. Send me a question. I will get our evangelist team on it. And in the meantime, remember, there's no question that is too silly. I'll see you in the cloud.